Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi, and I want to say greetings everybody. Happy Monday. It's October the 1st. It's October already. Do you believe that? Oh my God. And happy birthday, Libras. Libras, make sure you check out the reading I did for you. Since it's your birthday, you get a monthly reading. Just excuse me, I'm just going to adjust this phone to just the camera here. Okay. And my chair. All right. So, Libras, make sure you check that out during your cycle here. And so this reading is for the first week of October. October 1st. It's here. It's here. It's here. Okay. So let's just get into the reading, all right? First card, 8 of Earth reversed. Now let's look at this upright. This 8 of Earth upright is like you have all the tools you need. And Earth dealing with Taurus, craftsmanship, Virgo, who analyze, Cappy, I call him the quality assurance guy. You have what you need here to produce. You have systems here that you can produce for profit. However, this is in reverse. So in reverse, because you have what you need and maybe some material to spare, maybe you're slacking off or you're not being very practical with your resources. Are you being practical? This could be a stagnation. Also, if it's not a matter of practicality, it's stagnation. Because material, Earth, associated with the material view of things like business, trade, property, money, investments. But this is in reverse. So are you being obsessed with material possessions or material desires? So here, in reverse, either you're not being practical or you're obsessing over the material. This is just an earthy week here. Another earth card. Whoop. Another earth card here. This is the 2 of Earth. Okay? And this guy, he looks kind of scary, doesn't he? He's like a cross between a bear and a walrus kind of animal. But basically, it represents the duality. Here, he's very scary looking, but he's a vegetarian, so you would think he's really very peaceful. But he has this fierce look on his face, so really it tells you to stay the heck away, right? Don't bother me, don't bring no static, right? But at the same time, he has the ability to live in the water, he can live on the earth, and he can survive. But this is also about duality in the personality. So you could be very practical, you could be easy to anger, but at the same time, you could be very quick to forgive. And really with the duality, it's about being effective in situations. Remember that Earth now, we're talking about material, how you view it. This could be a little confusing. So with this particular card, what it's saying here is about being flexible. Use that flexibility in your material earthly plane. Is about being flexible. So are you being practical or are you being greedy here because things aren't moving fast enough? But here you have to show some flexibility. Flexibility. Now, like I said, this is like an earthly week. We got all earth cards. Everything was in, of the earth. Now, this is 5 of Earth. Now, we look at this fiber earth, right? You see this up right here? He falling into the volcano, honey. He is going into the abyss. Now, I know this is like, do you want to fall into a volcano? I mean, what are you doing, right? It's like you see all the bats and stuff around in the background. So this is like a cold, dark place. It's like you're just not where you want to be. This is just not a good place to be, you know? And if you fall in, it's like the fire and lava, it just destroys your chances to ascend. But this is in reverse. So what we're talking about here is you can make up for some lost ground, because you're not falling out. Now, it's not going to be easy, but also, being that this is in reverse, this is a earth sign, this is definitely saying get more in touch with your spiritual values so that you can find the balance that you need. So if you look at this, okay, are you being practical? Or, wait, let me adjust this camera again because, okay, yeah, I think, oh, here we go. Okay, so are you being practical, or are you like in a huff because you think you should have more than you have at this particular point? You're obsessed with obtaining stuff. You're at an 8, so you're really in a good position. And here, it's about being flexible, you know? Life is what it is. And we're going to have to deal with it with some flexibility. And here, you have opportunity to gain some lost ground, but it really comes down to practicality. Because, you know, as we said, this is about property property, money, tangible things that you can touch. So, mining your resources. So, you have an opportunity to regain, or maybe I look at this as far as the opportunity, this is about turn this back up this way, working with diligent focus. And this is like slow and steady wins the race. Like, you know that tortoise and the hare? The tortoise won because the hare was like, you know, zoom, zoom, zoom. It's like slow down, be grateful for where you're at. But with all this earth energy, this is like a lot of earth. And interesting enough, what did we pull here? The second chakra. This deals with your emotions. There's no water in this reading this week. So we got this, your emotions, right? How are you handling your emotions? That's really what this looks like. You're not really handling your emotions like, oh, you thought you was going to get that job, you thought you were going to get this, and it didn't really work out that way. So you have to be practical and flexible, you know. And sometimes things don't happen and it's really for your benefit. But then, since this is dealing with emotions, boundaries, trust, following your passion. So, regardless of what is going on in your life, you have to be able to follow your passion. And interesting enough, this is the second chakra. And the second chakra is ruled by Yemaya. The second chakra is ruled by Offset, Indira. You know, these mother type higher beings. So following your passion, is that the problem? You're not really following your passion? Is there like some type of blockage, you know, as to why you're not following your passion? Like this second chakra This is a lot, like I said, a lot of to do with your feelings. So are you getting too caught up in your emotions? Is it like that flexibility, instead of being flexible, you're acting bipolar instead of just being slow and steady? You have maybe some creative blocks where maybe you might not see this slowdown as a blessing. This is a time for definitely drinking a lot of water. If you have addictions or certain habits that are just not conducive to live a full, happy life, it's time to address that. Because this chakra also deals with the, beginnings and endings. So it's time to end certain things in your behavior. But at the same time, you're not following any passion. I mean, like this, it's like you want something like here and now, or you're just not being practical. But if you're following your passion, you probably just say, oh, this will be okay, because I'm still passionately doing what I want to do, or I feel like I was put on this earth to do. You move this so you can see. Are you being inflexible? Even though this is upright and it's being flexible, but are you acting angry 1 minute, happy? So with that chakra with emotions is like balance flexibility instead of being bipolar. And realize that you can regain lost steps because you're following your passion. So if something here slowed you down because you're following your passion, you understand that there was a lesson for me to learn at this particular junction, and I still remain flexible and know that I can regain some ground because I'm following my passion. We can't be caught up just in the material. It's about following passion. What makes you get up in the morning? What is it that you want to achieve? Where do you see yourself? Or what is it that you want to do or accomplish? And it really isn't always things. Now, I'm going to hack this stone up, okay? A jute, I think that's right, a jute. Nevertheless, AJOITE, it's a crystal. And this is about compassionate being. Immerse yourself in the love of the divine automatically leads to health and happiness. So this is about putting your burdens down, knowing you are a being of light. Resolve conflicts and forgive those whoever did anything to you. Just find the best solution and let your compassion show through. So even thinking about the compassion, even if you're doing volunteer work or anything like that, let your compassion to show through. And so forgive. You don't have to act angry 1 minute, happy. Just forgive them and move on. And realize, okay, maybe I just need to slow down here. Because you look at that, now this is an 8. You're almost there. But this is in reverse, so maybe you feel like you ain't moving fast enough. Find the passion in what you do. This is like infinite. Detach gracefully and move on. That's what this is about. Detach from this feeling right here, this first card, of not getting what you want right now. Okay, all right, you may not have the money, but that's okay. Detach from that. You might need $100, you got 70, but just look at, you got 70, but you're doing something that you passionately love, and the rest is going to come. Know that. Right? No, it's following your passion. And become that compassionate being. And immerse yourself in the things that you love, and automatically health and happiness follow. Interesting enough, and I love the trees. This is a tree of life. This is the baobab tree. Resourcefulness. What's interesting about this tree, you see this trunk right here? This tree can hold up to 30,000 gallons of water. Oh my God. Oh my God. So you could live off this. You could like tap in and get some water if you're thirsty. And you need water more than you need food in some cases. Your thirst for knowledge will give you, your thirst for knowledge will be the answered by mystic thoughts in your subconscious. Resourcefulness. So your thirst for knowledge here. You're following your passion. Okay, things may not be moving as fast as you want. Or maybe you're not being practical. But remain flexible. And know that you can recoup. Even if it is just the knowledge here. You're follow your passion. And be compassionate. And just know that when you immerse yourself in something that you love, happiness, health, love, all those things will come. So when I look at this, what I see is, don't get caught up in the material, because some of that material stuff is an illusion. And with all these earth cards, what it tells me, you have what you need. Now, you may not have everything you want, but on the basic level, you have what you need. And if you're doing things passionately, and if we understand, as a great person once said to me, this is earth school, and following your passion, you're going to have everything that you need. The thing is, don't base it on someone else's life. Don't measure yourself by someone else. You got to measure yourself by your own standards. We live in a world of people try to set paradigms for you. You have to set your own paradigms for yourself. So to me, I think this is a week of evaluating what your passions are. And in a sense, you're in a good place. You pretty much have what you need. You may need a little bit more, a little less. But evaluate, are you following your passion? Or what can you do to bring more passion into your work? Resourcefulness. Your thirst for knowledge will be answered by the mystic thoughts in your subconscious. What are your passions? This is about evaluating why you get up in the morning. Evaluate your feelings. Evaluate your emotions. Evaluate what you need for trust. Trust. Your attachments. Are you attaching too much to physical things? Because there's so much out here. I hope everyone finds this interesting. I think this is going to be a good week. What is your passion? Everybody, I really would like you to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, or just tell me your thoughts. I love that too. We all grow from each other. And please like, share, subscribe. And this is Sister Omi. Peace.